So it was practice night here at Alltech, 47 Lucas Oil Super Late models.
I want to point out that on our podcast the other night, I went with the over 40.
Yeah.
And I win.
Yeah. But,
just want to point that out.
Congratulations, pal. What'd you win?
Yeah, what'd you get?
Just the fact that I'm right over these two is kind of important
So,
to me. Even if it's just once.
Let's address that to begin with. We were wrong with our estimations of how many cars were going to be. We said, I said 38, something like that. Joshua, I think you said 37.
37, 36.
Jesse just took the
I
easy
said
route
41.
and said it
41
more than
over.
we said.
Yeah.
And it turns out there's going to probably be more than 50 here.
I will say that the Rocket 1
Oh, yeah.
showed some speed tonight and, won last night at Ocala. I know that last session he was over 2/10 faster than second, which was Chris Madden.
Yeah. It was wild tonight, like going back and forth trying to work on our car, but also like while we've been doing the whole podcast thing, we've been watching other guys race. We haven't been worried about our car.
Yeah.
Right? We're here racing, so it's hard to you want to go and see what everybody's doing, watch them on the track and who's fastest and that and the other, but you're really just focused on getting your car fast.
Yeah.
But a little bit I did see the Rocket 1 car, Hudson O'Neal, like they were trying to figure out how to get their car fast around the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In that condition, when it tracked a little later, when it was, I feel like if Hudson O'Neal wins one of these races on the bottom, it's because that's what they came here.
They tested for it, right?
And that's kind of what I was getting at. Most of the super races we come to here, the bottom lane is like where you want to be.
Yeah.
Like that's
by feature time,
Yeah.
when it's time to dig and go to the front.
Dude, I know tonight early, this thing was juiced.
It was hammered
It
down.
was freaking hammer on it.
So y'all were talking about being able to watch other guys. So I was doing the filming from up
Right.
top.
Yeah.
So I got up there each time a little early and watched the groups ahead of Joseph, a couple groups. And I'll tell you who surprised me was EPJ.
Dude,
I don't know if
He
y'all
was-
saw it. And the thing
I seen
about
him one session.
It wasn't that he was fast.
He
You
was
know where
on
he
the
was
top.
running? He was
He
running the
he
top.
was ripping.
He was ripping
I
one
elbowed
and two.
Jesse. I'm like, look at the 4.6.
Yeah.
We were talking about Joseph, you not really wanting to get up there, right, or not being able to. He was hitting it he had that BMF. Is that what it's called, or whatever?
He had that
He had
BMF
it rolling
rolling.
around the top, and I think at one point he was as quick as I was watching because it's kind of hard to keep up with it on my race pass because they're doing so many different groups. But I was watching, and he was right there with O'Neal and Madden, and him were the top three for multiple sessions, and then O'Neal kind of broke out and got a little quicker. But that surprised me, and again, you talk about O'Neal, if he wins on the bottom, it's because tonight. If EPJ goes out there and wins on the top,
Right.
or wins a heat race on the top or something tomorrow or this weekend, it'll be because of him going out there, I think, tonight and looking, he definitely
that
showed
out.
something
So-
there.
Joseph, I don't know. What do you think? We're talking about like O'Neal on the bottom, EPJ on the top. What do you think drivers are looking for on a practice night or testing tonight? Like, what are you looking for?
I think our program's a little different, but we're just trying to find a good balance compared, not necessarily racing the stop clock or the stopwatch,
Right.
but just trying to find something that, okay, in this condition it'll be all right if we just maybe to work on this or trying to get at least a good idea of, on a practice night like tonight when there's 50 cars practicing, you can't spend too much time focused on one track condition because as soon as you get back out there, it's going to be different.
It's changing.
So you kind of
much.
got what you got on your mind to do early, and like, okay, this is good. We can work with that. So going forward, we might need to just add some of this to it or something, or take some of that away. I feel like that's kind of what you're doing on a practice night is just kind of searching through all the track states and seeing what you have that translates to make sure that whatever track condition you're faced with tomorrow or on race day that you got a good idea what to do. I mean, that's how we do it. I don't know what these guys are doing.
So what you think is basically it's not about the stopwatch. It's about how the driver feels in the seat of his pants, driving the car with the adjustments that are made, to maybe kind of chase the track a little bit because of it changing so rapidly, trying to prepare for the next night. But it's more so not about the stop clock, you think, than just how the driver feels, just from the changes, not whether or not you're at the top of the board or not.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, the stopwatch matters one time during the race night.
That's qualifying.
Yeah.
And another thing is you can't go by the stopwatch because what if these other teams, like I know I watched Ricky Thornton and he wasn't turning, he wasn't at the top of his sessions. Like,
Right.
does that mean he's just no good, or does that mean they're really
They're
trying
trying
something?
Well, he
something,
can
you know,
also be going out there running through the middle of the racetrack,
Right.
and
Yeah.
just trying to
Trying-
work on that part of
Right.
what he needs.
So that
to
if
do
he has to pass a lap car
or that,
in the middle of the
or that
track.
is if that's what he thinks the racetrack's going to be like, feature
Right.
time or whatever. I mean,
he wants
when
his
the
car to
money's
go to
made,
work
that's
there.
when you got to be fast,
Exactly.
So
So practice night behind us, and I don't know, half of Speedweeks, close to halfway through Speed.
Not really.
Well, they're
They
gonna
still
race
got-
for
they
10
got
months.
2
Okay,
weeks
I don't know,
left.
2 weeks of Speedweeks out of the
Yeah.
way. We've watched and seen a lot. We know RTJ has been on top of his game. O'Neill and the Rocket One team, they're on top of their game. Moran came out swinging at Volusia.
I think Madden's good.
Madden
Madden would be
he
good.
looked good practicing out there. I will say that. With all that in mind, and what we've seen here at practice night at Alltech in mind, who do y'all look for to be dominant this week here at Alltech Raceway?
We came over here to stir things up.
Joseph like this guy.
We're
You know.
after him. Is all I can
Yeah.
tell you.
All right, so Joseph to win the race. We got that.
We got that under.
Who's looking good in second?
Let's just say second place, looking good. I think that last night Rockets took the top 3.
Yes, they did.
I think Rockets have
Back
found
at Ocala.
something.
What have they?
Rockets
found?
going to run second.
Jesse?
Yeah, something.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying they can't
Okay,
win.
how
but
about
what have
last
they
year
found?
whenever they weren't hitting on, and then all of a sudden, sorry,
Stuff,
stuff,
anything.
and then all of a sudden, boom,
Jesse,
they're flying.
I mean, you think that they can't?
No,
At
I
any
know
given
they
time,
can.
I'm
We-
just saying, like,
But
we
maybe
talked
they found
about
something.
Ocala being the place where you don't see the typical guys, right? Clay Harris almost was one slip up away from winning last night at Ocala. That was a place that I feel like was a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for?
Equalizer, curveball, whatever you want.
Anomaly.
Anomaly.
I don't know that this is that place.
No, I think
You know what I mean? There's guys like Joseph, Meitner. Who else is
Bronson ain't bad here.
Bronson's
Bronson's
good here. Guys like that you'll see, but you're still gonna see 20 RT up front. Still gonna see Moran. Probably,
yeah, I think that 20
Davenport.
RT, he's been here and he's running really good. I think he's probably like the guy to beat.
Yeah, the guy that's gonna probably run second to you.
Yeah, well, you know what? You call him. I'm going to say Hudson. Going to
Yeah,
run second to us.
If
right?
I had to put money on someone this weekend, other than Joseph, it would be the 20
Yeah, second to Joseph.
RTJ. Second to Joseph.
Yes.
No pressure.
I don't know why y'all keep saying that.
You
Like,
said it.
I never said anything about pressure. I ain't pressured.
Yeah.
We just go in the race. Like, heck yeah.